What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Expanded Thursday. Today, we are going to have a lot of fun playing Virizion and Genesect. And guys, if you're new to the channel, one of my favorite decks of all time is this one. Like, I literally probably got over 500 championship points with this deck back in, like, 2014. It's amazing, and it might be playable again since Karen and Ninja Boy and some other stuff has been released to counter most of the meta, if not almost all of it. So let's go over the deck and let's see what's it about. Now, we got Virizion-EX. He's one of our main guys. Verdant Wind. Each of your Pokemon that has grass energies attached to it can't be affected by any special conditions. Remove any special conditions affecting those Pokemon. So great. No sleep, no poison, no paralyzation. All that stuff does not work if you have a grass energy attached to one of your Pokemon. It also has a really cool attack as well. Emerald/50. You may search deck for 2 grass energies and attach them to one of your bench Pokemon. Shuffle your deck afterwards. Alright, now, our main attacker is going to be, of course, Genesect-EX. He has an amazing ability. Like, when there was no catcher, no Lysandre, Genesect was the king of bringing up Pokemon. And it has, like I said, Red Signal. When you attach a Plasma Energy from your hand to this Pokemon, you may switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with his or her active Pokemon. And then you see that is going to be a Lysandre, most likely. I mean, it is a Lysandre, basically. But it's not a supporter card, it's an ability, which is fantastic. But the attack we're going to use is going to be Mega Cannon. This attack does 100 and does 20 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon, alright? Now, why is this good? You do 50, you do 100, that's only 150, but with like cards like Fighting Fury Belt, your basic Pokemon have 40 more HP and do 10 more damage, so you can see Virizion can maybe hit for 10 or for 60, maybe Genesect can hit for 110, and then you also play one Deoxys with the Power Connect. Your Team Plasma Pokemon attacks, excluding Deoxys-EX, do 10 more damage to the active Pokemon before applying weakness and resistance. So now your Genesect can hit for 120, and then maybe your Virizion can hit for 50, which is 170, and they have Fighting Fury Belt, they can do one. Like the numbers become really strange and very interesting. And that's why I love this deck. Like, hitting for crazy numbers is very possible thanks to Deoxys and Fighting Fury Belt. Now, you could maybe play a Muscle Man as well to do additional 20 damage. I haven't tested 100%, but it still seems like a very cool idea. So we play one Jirachi for a Stellar Guidance, search deck for any supporter card, one Shaymin-EX for setup to draw you have 6 cards in your hand, and one Shaymin-EX Form Generations. Now, this card is really good against Trevenant. Aroma of Gratitude. Once during your turn before you attack, you may heal 20 damage from each of your bench basic Pokemon. All your Pokemon are going to be bench basics, and when you're playing against Trevenant, it does Silent Fear, do 30 to everybody, but basically this is going to heal it up and bring it back down to 10. So basically Trevenant's doing like 10 a turn, but when they hit you, it kind of like does 30 for at least a second, which does make things kind of weird, and I think this is a very interesting card in this deck. And also it can just help out in some other matchups too, like maybe you could just heal 20 damage off a bench Pokemon, maybe just kind of save it, which is always really nice. So one Deoxys, like I said, one Hoopa for the Scouring, search for 3 EX Pokemon. Maybe got Virizion, Genesect, Shaymin, whatever you want, you're good to go with Hoopa, which is fantastic. Now, this list is actually from regionals. This past year, I think it was during Florida, a guy named Jared did make top 8 with it. It's a little bit, changes the list just a little bit, but it's really, really solid. So I think it is overall really solid. So I basically built it off that list from top 8. So 2 energy switches, move a basic energy from one of your Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. Just move the energy around. And the reason why it's so good is because Max Elixir will attach a basic energy card. You look at top 6, if you find a basic energy card, put it on one of your basic bench Pokemon, which is fantastic. And then you can use like energy switch, or you can like double Max Elixir. Basically, the plan is try to get the turn 1 Emerald Slash. Like Emerald Slash, and by turn 1, you should have 4 energies out, which is going to be fantastic if you can pull it off. One Escape Rope, switch both active Pokemon. One Super Rod, shuffle 3 Pokemon energies back into your deck. One Tool Scrapper, get rid of 2 tools on the field. 4 Ultra Ball, 4 via Seeker, pretty much a staple in almost all decks nowadays. So 1 AZ, put a Pokemon back into your hand, which is really good. You can bring like Hoopa, because it does have 2 retreat costs. This Shaymin has a 2 retreat cost, which is bad as well. But then everybody else has, Deoxys has 2 retreat costs as well. But 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, 7, 8. 8 different Pokemon has a 1 retreat cost, and you'll see why in a second that's so good. 1 Colress, shuffle your hand to deck and draw as many cards as there is bench Pokemon, and 1 Karen. And this is how we're going to be like Night March, how it's going to be Vesqueen, how it's going to be Vesqueen Vileplume, Flareon. Each player shovels all Pokemon in his or her discard pile back into the deck. So if your opponent uses a bunch of resources, You can then use Karen, shove them all in the back in there, and win that way. And I think it's going to be an amazing card, and I'm excited to see, is this plan going to work or not? 1 Lysandre, 2 in, 1 Ninja Boy, which makes you swap out your basic Pokemon to play. Choose one of your basic Pokemon, start your deck for a basic Pokemon, and switch with that Pokemon. But you keep everything on that Pokemon, which is still very cool. And Ninja Boy, you can like Max Elixir Energy, then Ninja Boy. Like, let's say you start with a Genesect. Let's say you start with like Deoxys or something. I don't know. You have a bad start. You can Ninja Boy, maybe switch out the Pokemon and be good to go. Was basically what I'm trying to say. So for Juniper, you just watch the video so you'll see what I'm talking about. For Juniper, discard your hand, draw 7 new cards. 1 Shadow Triad to get a Plasma card out of your discard pile back into your hand, which can get you Colress, Plasma Energy, or Gensect. 3 Skyarrow Bridge, which makes your Pokemon have 1 less. Your retreat cost of each basic Pokemon is 1 less, which means like your Shaymin-EX, your Genesect, your Virizion, and your Jirachi all have free retreat, and these guys have 1 retreat cost less as well, which is fantastic. Now, AZ, like I said earlier, could be used to pick those Pokemon up, but you also can heal a really heavily damaged Pokemon. 3 Fighting Belt, so you do 10 more damage, and your base Pokemon have 40 more HP. And the king of this deck is going to be G Booster. Now, G Booster can do 2. It's actually a plasma card as well. I know I didn't say that. Usually you can tell what's a plasma card because it's like blue border kind of thing. You can also pick Deoxys as well. I didn't say that either. But Shadow Triad, get back your G Booster. And G Booster is going to be an A-Spec, which you can only play 1 A-Spec in your deck. But G Booster does 200 damage, which pretty much knocks out anything except for the Megas, which makes things very interesting. But Deoxys can maybe help out to hit the 210, and then maybe like Emerald Slash, maybe like some Megalo Cannons to damage the bench Pokemon could be very helpful as well. Now, luckily in Expanded, like there's not too many Megas that are played, except for I think like the main one is going to be Rayquaza, and it has 220, so it's gonna be a little hard to take it. I think Rayquaza is just like an auto loss either way. Like, it's gonna be a really hard matchup. Now, you do have to worry about fighting for real and like Pokemon that have like 180 HP, because now they get 220. But like I said, you can maybe like Megalo Cannon damage in that way, and then G Booster from Knockout, which is fantastic. 4 Plasma Energy and 10 Grass Energy. And guys, this can be my Virizion Genesect deck. Like I said, basically copied the list from Jared that he had from Top 8 at Florida. I did make some changes. Like I had a Ninja Boy, Karen. I think I took like a Size Toad and Gensect and something like that. But guys, there's a ton of different ways to play Virizion Genesect. When I played it, like Pokemon Salinity was definitely like one of my favorite cards in this deck, which is why I love Shaymin. It's basically like a constant heal 20 every single turn from your bench-based Pokemon, which might not seem like a lot, but it does make some like some numbers basically. All right, so basically when we talked about like how to beat decks, we can beat Dark, like we can just G Boost knock it out, which is pretty nice. You play against a Fright Night deck, you can just like Megalo Cannon, or you go Megalo Cannon with the Deoxys for 110, 22 an Evital, rest and it'll back up, take a double knockout, which is fantastic. Evital Darkrai, you just one-shot Greninja, you hit for weakness, and then you have your Shaymins as well to maybe heal your active Pokemon. I think that Greninja matchup is going to come down to how quickly the Greninja player can set up, because you're like, turn 1, you're going to Emerald Slash, and you're constantly use Megalo Cannon, and can your opponent keep up or not? They also play Burst Wounds, which makes things interesting. Trevenant, you can use the Aroma of Gratitude to heal it that way. Night March, we got Karen. Flareon, we got Karen. Vesquin, we got Karen. Karen, like, single-handedly beats 3 matchups, and I might want to play 2 of these guys in a deck as well. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. You can see why Virizion Genesect is such a good play for Expanded. I am so excited to see will this deck actually play in Philadelphia. I think it's the next Expanded Regionals. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and let's see this deck in action. Alright, playing against Fly Go Knight, playing a Grass, Colors, and a Psychic deck. Is there going to be a mirror match? Oh my goodness, I'm going to be so excited if it's going to be a mirror match. So I won the cliff will be able to go first. And yes, I would like to go first, Pokemon. Alright, so on our turn, they got the World Championship deck box. And we start with the, oh my goodness, good old Shaymin. And 2 energy switches. And, oh my goodness. Okay. Alright guys, we can do this. We can do this. Look, Shaymin, we're not supposed to start with you. My opponent's going to be really confused. Like, why are they playing this Shaymin? And, because he's beautiful, that's why. Alright, so both of us are going to flip over. And it's a Vileplume deck. Vileplume, alright. So, we'll put a Grass Energy to the active. Put down Skyarrow Bridge. And we are going to Juniper discard 2 energy switches. Alright, so we're going to Ultra Ball, discard a Shadow Triad and a Tool Scrapper. We are going to grab a good old Genesect. Come on down, Genesect. Put down Genesect. Max Elixir, looking for a Grass Energy. We do find one. Put that on the Genesect, put a Fighting Spirit on the Shaymin, put down a G Booster, and we will pass our turn. Now, we could maybe Ninja Boy and Virizion, you Emerald Slash that way, which seems really cute, but we don't have a Grass Energy in our hand for next turn unless our opponent ends us. Now, they might be like, oh, they have one card in their hand, they don't have anything, I'm just going to discard my whole hand, but we have a Juniper, top deck, we're good to go. An unknown coming down. Is it a Vespiquen Vileplume deck? If it is, we do play care to take it down. There's another unknown, I mean, imagine that's what they're playing. Another unknown being discarded, okay, draw a new card. Alright. And there's an Ultra Ball. I'm going to discard 2 cards in their hand. Show me a Shaymin. Oh, this card is a DC and a Force of Giant Plants. But they probably play Special Charge. They probably play more Force of Giant Plants. Yep, there it is. Force of Giant Plants coming down. So Shaymin going to set up for those 3 new cards, okay? And can my opponent get a turn 1 knockout on this Shaymin? They need to put 13 Pokemon in the discard pile. Another Ultra Ball. Going to discard 2 new cards. And I know that's not the hardest thing to do. So there's 3 in there right now. Okay, so they need 10 more. Another Shaymin coming down, which I'm fine with these Shaymins coming down. We can put a Deoxys down and just go crazy on these Shaymins. So we might see a Shaymin come down. Maybe another Pokemon come down instead. Maybe a Floatstone being attached. Maybe a Special Charge being played. We'll just have to wait and see what does our Flagonite. It's like Flagon and Dragonite. I guess same time. Must be his favorite 2 Pokemon. But another Shaymin come down as well. Alright, and can they find a Force? Alright, not Force. A Vespiquen, a Vileplume. Oh my goodness. A Vespiquen Combi. Alright, so Compressor discarding 2 Oddish and a Gloom. Okay. An Ultra Ball going to discard 2 more cards. Probably trying to find another Shaymin. Discards a Revitalizer. Alright, there's another. Okay, an unknown. They must have like a Sycamore in their hand or something. So unknown coming down. And, oh, just a Feral Letter. Okay, so maybe they have no more Shaymins. Maybe the others are prized. Or maybe they already have one in their hand. And the Compressor discarded 3 more Pokemon. Calm down, opponent. You don't need to take a knockout this turn. Don't go too crazy. Alright, so Compressor discards Pokemon. Oh, discards 2 Kobe. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just pass. On to our turn. So put down Virizion. We will Juniper, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. There's a Hoopa, a Lysandre. Alright, so I think we just put a Grass Synergy on this guy. We'll play down Hoopa. Search for 3 EX Pokemon. We're gonna grab a Deoxys. We can grab Deoxys. Or we'll grab Shaymin, Genesect, and a Deoxys. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Deoxys for sure. So that way we can do 110 damage regardless over and over again with these Genesects. So I'll put those 2 guys down. Alright, so there another Genesect Deoxys coming down. So put down Genesect. Put down Deoxys. We will via Seeker for Juniper. And we will just pass on to my opponent's turn. I didn't even see Karen was in the deck. Is Karen in that, guys? I did not check to see. I suppose I'm going to draw a new card. And if we do have Karen, we can pretty much win this match no matter what, which would be fantastic. So, next turn, what we'll probably do is just like rest signal, bring up a Shaymin, take a knockout. So, in our turn, we get a Fighting Fear belt. Alright, so we're going to Fighting Fear the other Genesect Plasma Energy. Bring up a Shaymin-EX. Come to me, Shaymin. And can we find a Skyfield or not to give it free retreat? So, Juniper, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards, and we do not find one at all. Summon Ultra Ball, discard Ultra Ball and the Super Rod, which you might be kind of confused why I'm doing that, but I really don't want to, draw into those cards later on, which is why I'm doing that. So press done. Okay, we are taking a second to attack, which is very unfortunate. This Shaymin does have a 2 retreat cost, which is the only downside of playing this Shaymin. And I mean, same thing with Hoopa as well. So if I was going to draw cards, this is a DC, so we're going to see Sky Return. I Sky Return for 30. Okay, so we'll see how Oddish come up onto our turn. Do we find? Okay, so I'm actually going to play Course. Yeah, I'm a Course. Alright, so I'm a Course. Try to Lysandre the Shaymin, take a knockout. And, alright, so good. Alright, so we can put down Skyarrow Bridge, and we have Care for next turn. Alright, so we'll Max Elixir. Grab a Grass Energy, put that on Genesect. We will Red Signal, bring up the Shaymin. Yes, come up, little Shaymin. And we'll try to take a knockout. And if we can just Karen next turn and be good to go. So we'll Megalo Cannon for 110, do a 22, that Genesect. Alright, so we'll go down to 4 price cards, 1 and 2. And I mean, what can my opponent do afterwards? Is the Genesect to Fighting Fuel coming down? I mean, they have 3 Ultra Balls and 2 compressors already discarded, so it's gonna be hard to discard other cards. They haven't played a support card just yet, but man, 3 Ultra Balls and 2 Battle Crystals are discarded. After we Karen, that's going to be terrible for them. They're going to have a deck full of Pokemon. There's an Unknown coming out, okay. Gonna farewell letter, discard the Unknown, draw a new card. I can't believe my opponent has not played a supporter card. A Bumblebee coming down, a Shaymin coming down as well, which we can take a knockout on next turn. If we decide to, I mean, my opponent will probably knock out Genesect this turn. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 4. They're doing 150 damage. They're going to discard a Revitalizer, Trainer's Mail. They must play like 3 Revitalizers. Like, they might, they actually probably need a Forest Giant Plant. So Sycamore going to come to their hand, okay. Alright, and Flowstone going down to the Oddish to get a free retreat, and we'll probably see a DC going down to Shaymin. So we might see another Sky Return. Sycamore going to discard the discards 2 Vespiquen. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 160 damage. There's a Gloom coming down, and I think if my opponent falls into Vileplume, we'll just like Karen and pretty much win the game. Combi coming down, a Combi coming down, okay. And will we see a Vileplume or not? There's a Love Ball, probably grabbing a Vespiquen for next turn. There's a Vespiquen coming down, okay. They can't evolve just yet. They can't evolve because they don't have a Forest Giant Plants. Alright. And what we could do next turn is, if you don't take a knockout, we might like Grass Energy a Hoopa or something to give it like one less, like all we need is the energy to treat it. And that's why everybody's like ready to go for Falling Turn. So we see this guy turn for 30. Opponent's probably gonna send in the Bumblebee. Oh no, gonna send the Gloom. Interesting. Alright, so on our turn, we get it in. So we're going to put a Grass Energy Hoopa. And Fighting Free Belt. Virizion. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Then we'll play, do we play in or do we keep our hand? We're going to keep our hand actually. So yeah, we're going to Mega Cannon for the knockout. We'll put 20 damage on a Combi. Alright, so yes, he's forced to evolve this Combi. Which is not too. I guess we could have maybe hit the bundle for 20, and now we can just 3-shot it, which is probably the better play. So we get a Juniper come into our hand, and can my opponent get another Vileplume? Can he get a Vileplume out this turn? That's the big question. They played 2 Battle Crystals already. They played 3 Ultra Balls, and none of my opponents are going to send a Combi, and he's probably going to take a knockout this turn, most likely. Like, he just needs a Vespiquen and a DC, so Force the Giant Plants coming down, and will we see a Vileplume come online? If we do, that'll pretty much win us the game, because we can Karen, and he cannot put this Pokemon back in his deck. There's a Flowstone, a Vespiquen online, a DC going to have Vespiquen. Alright, Battle Crystal, and that's going to be his 3rd Battle Crystal. So after this, he's only have 1 Battle Crystal, and I don't know how my opponent's going to be able to take knockouts after this, especially if he like plays that Shaymin to set up. He is going to be in a world of trouble. So discard the Vileplume, and another Battle Crystal. Oh, things are about to look really bad for my opponent. We're going to play Karen. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good for my opponent. Does he play Shaymin or not this turn? Alright, and nope, we're going to see a B range for a knockout doing 210 damage, but guys, opponents, he is about to be really mad at us, like really mad. So we're gonna send him to Genesect. He has 4 Ultra Balls, or 3 Ultra Balls, 4 Battle Crystals, and on our turn, why haven't we used the Shaymin's aroma of Gratitude? We could have healed that Shaymin forever ago. I just kind of forgot about it. So heal 20, put down the Grass Energy, and we're gonna Karen. Yep, we're gonna put 3 Pokemon in there, and my opponent is gonna put 4, 5, 7, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18 Pokemon back into the deck to leave them 26 cards. Oh my goodness. Now we know they have a Shaymin in there, and there's a Vicious Screen my opponent automatically sees, and that's what Karen does against Vespiquen Vileplume. Even though opponent didn't get set up, like late game we would have that Karen, and my opponent realized like, yep, I lost this game. I have 3 Ultra Balls discarded, I have the Battle Crystals, and that's how you beat like these Night March decks, this Vespiquen Flareon stuff, and Expanded. You can just Karen them, put them down, and they just can't do anything afterwards because they've used all the races already. Now, in Night March case, or maybe Vespiquen Flareon, they could maybe save like Puzzle Times and do that late game. But man, there we go, guys. Well, we'll see one more game with this Virizion Genesect deck. Man, just Karen our opponent. Put so many Pokemon back in the deck, like they tried so hard to make this comeback, and it just wasn't going to work. But guys, we'll see you in the next video, and we'll see what happens. Alright, Pernicious Creel 21 playing a Grass and a College deck with a Sceptile as their deck boss. So is it a Mega Sceptile deck? Oh man, alright, so heads will be able to go first, and let's see what do we get, guys. Yes, I would like to go first. Maybe it's another, I can't remember the name of it. Oh, we start Hoopa. Alright, so we start Hoopa, which is terrible. That's the one card we don't really want to start with. But maybe it'll be okay. Maybe we can... I don't know. We'll see what happens. Alright, so Spinarak. Okay, so yep. Alright, so how do we do this, guys? So we're going to Ultra Ball. I gotta think about this. So we're gonna Ultra Ball, discard Karen, and a Plasma Energy. Okay, so we discard this two. We're gonna grab a Shaymin. Then we're gonna grab a Jirachi. Okay, so we'll grab Jirachi. Put a Grass Energy in the active. Put a Fighting Fury Belt. Jirachi use Stellar Guidance, okay, and I need to check to see something. Is Ninja Boy in here? Okay, so Ninja Boy's in here. That could be really useful for the next turn. We're gonna grab a Juniper. No, we'll grab in. We don't want to discard that via Seeker. So yeah, we'll grab it in, and then hopefully next turn we can play that Ninja Boy. All right, so grab that guy. We'll play Max Elixir. Put a Grass Energy on that Jirachi, which seems very strange, but we can use Energy Switch, and we'll play it in and give both players a new hand of 6. All right, so there's a Plasma Energy Switch, and a Ninja Boy. Alright, so as long as we top deck a poke, like a Genesect, that'd be fantastic. So we'll press done. On to my opponent's turn. Alright, so Ninja Boy might see some plays next turn, guys. We're Ninja Boy switch out the Hoopa for it's a Yan Mega Aridos deck. So Force Dive Plates coming down. Alright, there's an Ultra Ball going to discard 2 cards from their hand. Now he has to do 200 damage to this Hoopa and take a knockout. And he discards. Okay, there's a Shaymin coming down. So how do we take down this Yan Mega deck? Alright, so Shaymin coming down. Going to set up for 4 new cards. Okay. Alrighty, so that comes down. He has to find a forced. He already has forced. I mean, there's an Aridos coming down. Okay. Alright. Flowstone going to the active. Oh man, this is very, very scary. There's a Sycamore going to discard the hand, draw 7 new cards. Can he find a Yan Mega and a Yan Mega, just a Yan Mega, and put his hand down to 4? There's a Yan Mega coming down. Okay, can he put his hand down to 4 now? Is a big question of Sceptile as well. And he's put down 1 more card, and there's a Grass and good enough Sceptile, so he can sit this Yan Mega and do the Soul Boom for 130 plus poison is 140. He's actually not going to use that poison, which is great for me. All right, so he's going to do 120. On to Archer, Genesect top deck. Oh, an in. Huh. Alright, so what do we do? Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Ninja Boy the active, okay, into a Genesect. We will put a Grass Synergy onto this guy. Put down Deoxys, Energy Switch, that to here. And we will take a knockout. So we'll Mega Cannon for 110 and put 20 damage on this Sceptile. Alright, so yeah, that was a pretty good play. If I do say so myself. Alright, so we're gonna have 5 price cards. We get a Fighting Free Belt. Okay, alright. So that was a pretty good turn. Here comes Aridos. Now opponent, he can't take a knockout with Unseen Claw. He'll have to get a Yan Mega. A Yan Mega this turn to take a knockout. So Love Ball come down, get a Yanma. Alrighty. He takes a knockout this turn. I don't think we retaliate next turn. So Yanma coming down. Retreats to Sceptile. Grass Energy active. Unseen Claw will not knock us down. And there's a Judge. So both of us will get a new hand of 4. But this is great. Alright, so this is what I like to see. Give me... Alright, that's not some cards I want to see. So Super Rod shuffles some Pokemon back into the deck. But right now, we don't have that great of a hand. We need to find something. Oh my goodness. Alright, now what we could do is maybe be really aggressive. Bring up that Shaymin with a Lysandre, take a knockout. There's 60 damage, which means next turn he can knock it out with the Sceptile. So, we get it in. Alright, so we'll put down Skyarrow Bridge. We'll play in, giving us a both new hand of 6, and hopefully we can find a Genesect, maybe some Max Elixirs. Alright, so Shaymin and Hoopa. So we'll put down, we got the wrong Shaymin. I said Shaymin, but we grabbed the wrong one. Put down that guy, yes. He could have used Aridos last turn. Oh no, we're grass, that's why. So we'll grab Shaymin, okay. We'll set up for 3 new cards, and we gotta find some kind of energy attachment for the turn. So let's use Shaymin, set up for 3. Yes. Alrighty, and what do we find? There's a Grass Energy and a Max. Come on, Max Elixir. And we do find a Grass Energy. So we'll put it on that guy. We'll put a Grass Energy on this guy. And we'll go for the Metal Cannon for 120 damage. Oh, man, if Genesect hit for 30, we could take a knockout the following turn. So, how much HP does... Oh, man, I think it has 140. I can't remember how much HP the Yan Mega Break has, which is a really big thing right now. So we're going to Mega Cannon for 120 and put 20 on that Yanma. All right. All right, so 120, 20. If you had if Genesect hit for 30, we could take a knockout next turn. But in my opponent's turn, they're going to draw a card. There's a Burst Point going to the bench Yanma. Yanma, Flowstone, Judge. Both players are going down to 4, and he's probably going to use Sceptile to attack, most likely. Like, he can't use that Yanma, which is very confusing why he did that. So a Virizion, a Shaymin come down. Now he can do what he wants to do. All right, now there we see trainers one of the top cards of their deck. I wish we had played that Lysandre earlier. I mean, no, I don't, because we probably had a bad hand. So we see Ultra Ball going to discard 2 cards from his hand. Discards a Grass and Yan Mega. The Yan Mega does have 40 HP, which is great. That's what I wanted to see. So we'll see a Yan. He actually can't take a knock. I mean, he's going to take a knockout this turn. But he has to do it with this guy, which is fine with me. So I put go down to 4 prize cards, okay? We're going to set up Genesect, put a Grass News in the active, and play a in. To put my opponent out of 4, we get 4 as well. So into our turn, we get a Plasma Energy. Man, like I said, if only that guy had 20 HP left, we could bring up that guy, take a double knockout. So put a Grass News in this guy. We'll Via Seeker 4-8 in. Okay, so put opponent down to 5. Before we get 5, and let's see, can we find another Genesect or not is the big question. Via Seeker, Tool Scrapper, we don't care about Tool Scrapper too much. We got a Virizion, we could put a Max Elixir to it, which is great. Virizion, Max Elixir, put a Grass Energy on the Virizion. Well, Tool Scrapper discard both Floatstones, and that might be the only Floatstones in the game, so discard 1 and 2. Alright, so discard those 2. Press, wait, hold on, that's like both of them. There we go. So press done. Discard both those 2. Discard both Flowstones, and we will use the Megalo Cannon for the knockout. We'll put 20 damage on a Ariados. Yeah, I'll put 20 damage on the Ariados, and that means what we can do is we can Lysandre or Virizion to knock it out because that's 50 HP left. So I'll take 2 prize cards. There is a Grass Energy and a Ultra Ball, alright? And we'll see what does my opponent do. Send the Ariados. Alright, so Ariados will come up onto my opponent's turn. They're going to draw a card. There's a Forest of Giant Plants coming down. Get rid of our Skyarrow Bridge and our free treat. There's a Yanma coming down. A Love Ball for a Yan Mega. Maybe Yan Mega Break. Nope, another Yanma. Okay. Alright, Yanmas are starting the attack. So Yanma coming down. Okay. Escape Rope. We're going to send in the Virizion. That seems, yeah, it's fine. Virizion can't be knocked out. So here comes Yan Mega. Alright. And, what else does the opponent do? Via Seeker for a Sycamore, go and discard the hand, draw 7 new cards. Now, like I said, next turn, we can knock out this Yan Mega Break. If it does come down, we just gotta find a few relics. We already have Deoxys down, which is great. You can see why the Deoxys is such a good card in this deck. That 10 damage matters so much. Unfortunately, we would not see Shaymin. He's so cute, though. Look how cute that Shaymin is. He is literally probably one of the cutest Pokemon. So, Trainer Spell not gonna get anything. And opponent, can he play? He has played that one more card even attack with Yan Mega, which is one of the downsides of this deck of Yan Mega. Like, if he can't put his hand down, he can't even attack this turn to do the Assault Boom for 50. Let's see. There's a Super Rod. Gonna shuffle 3 combination Pokemon back into the deck, so he'll be able to use Assault Boom, do 90 damage. But we can just send the Genesect, take a knockout with it. Maybe hit that Ariados, like just slowly keep knocking it out. Maybe most likely. So yeah, gonna put those cards in his hand. And I don't see how my opponent's going to win this game. Next turn, we can take a knockout with the Genesect. Unless he... Oh, the Revitalizer for Yan Mega Break. There we go. Alright, so... And no, he cannot put the Yan Mega Break down this turn, which is fantastic. So into our turn, what do we draw into? There's a Energy Switch. If my opponent can seize the game, I realize they cannot do anything really. Like, we're going to see the Genesect take a knockout, and all we have to do next turn is find a way to bring out the Shaymin, which we have Plasma Energies, we have the Lysandre, and we're going to be good to go. And you can see why this deck is so much fun. Like, that Genesect play was amazing on the first turn. That was such a cool play. And man, it took me a second to figure out, I was like, how do we do this really cool play? The turn 2 play. I was like, how do we do this really cool play? And then I did it, and I was really excited. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm so excited to be playing Virizion and Genesect today. Oh man, I just love this deck so much. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.